Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. First off, as you can see, I have a completely different setup right now, and that's because this is the loft space of my new home. I actually moved like about a week ago, and I am so in love with my new space, and I have my own office, and it is amazing, and a lot of it is thanks to your guys' support. I really want to express thank you so much. I now have around 6,000 subscribers, and it keeps growing every single day, and that is allowing me to create much more professional videos, create much higher quality content, and really deliver the videos that I want to be able to help you guys succeed with KDP, online business, just making money online. And anyway, yeah, I love opening my videos this way. I feel like I always do it just because I always have something new to be excited about, and you guys are literally so amazing, and I cannot thank you enough. So I just wanted to express that. Thank you so much to everyone who's watched my videos, subscribed to my channel. It means the world to me, so thank you. Anyway, so for this video today, we are going to be talking about what to do if you haven't got a sale yet on KDP. First off, do not panic. This is normal. Literally everyone has been there. We've all been there. And in this video, I'm going to be providing you with some practical advice, what to do, next steps, as well as some encouragement. I don't want you guys to worry. Literally, this is a stage that everyone goes through, whether you have had a bunch of sales and suddenly it's declined, you've never gotten a sale, or maybe you've just had 2 or 3 here and there and you haven't gotten any since. I don't want you guys to panic. Just things change, and if you keep working hard, you will succeed. So first off, we are going to start off with the advice. There are 3 main things I want you to assess when determining the success of your books and determining if they are up to par with how they should be in order to get sales. The first thing is design. So first off, if your books aren't pretty, if they don't look good, if they're just, I don't know, wonky, kind of askew, the text is weird, people aren't going to want to buy your books, and that's kind of the bottom line here. Especially for a notebook, design is the main feature, so if someone just doesn't think it looks that pretty, that cute, whatever, they're not gonna buy it. So I want you to look at your designs with a really hard eye and really assess how they look. And I especially want you to go inside Amazon and take a peek at other books that are selling within the niche that you're trying to target and see how your books line up with those books. You could even take a picture of your book and put it in the same lineup with other best-selling books and just see how it fits in. If it blends in nicely and looks like it's in its place, then I would say that your design looks really good. But if it just stands out and just doesn't look quite as good as the other designs, then I'd recommend that you spend some more time on your design. One thing I would especially recommend is to take those books that are doing well, that have good designs, and try and recreate them just as a practice so that you can get a feel for your own style, for your own branding, for your own notebooks. And I would especially recommend that you use Canva for designing your books. You can use Bookbolt, you can use Canva. Bookbolt is more geared toward actual low content books, but they don't have quite as many features when it comes to design. And then Canva has a ton of features when it comes to design, and I absolutely love it. I use Canva all the time. And I am also planning on releasing a whole bundle of KDP templates that you can use for your notebooks, logbooks, planners, whatever on earth you're creating, especially if design isn't your strong suit. So do stay tuned for that. I'm almost finished with it, so I will be letting you guys know when I have finished it, and honestly, it's looking really cute. So please stay tuned. I'm very excited for that. So anyway, wrapping that up, that was design. Always look at your books, especially if it's a notebook. You want your design to look good. Now the next thing to look at is keywords. You want to choose keywords that are related to the book that you're trying to sell, and the magic formula is you want ones that are low competition, as in there are fewer books ranking for those keywords. and you also want them to have a high search volume, meaning there are lots of people searching for those keywords on Amazon. So then if there are lots of people searching for them, then there's low competition, they kind of meet in the middle, and you're more likely to get your book seen and make sales organically. I do want to mention as well, if you're really struggling, you might also want to give ads a shot. I'm currently working on trying out some ads right now. I'm currently just experimenting with, but I have heard that ads can really be like the secret sauce when it comes to making sales on KDP. So I just want to put that out there. Ads might be definitely worth a try, especially if you're going after like high competition niches and things like that. And also when it comes to looking for keywords, there are a bunch of different tools you can use. I personally use Helium 10. It gives me a lot of keywords, and I like how it tells me competition as well as search volume, and it also gives me a fancy little IQ score. So this is the magnet tool that's in Helium 10. It'll give you, they call it the magnet IQ score, that basically calculates the search volume combined with the competition, like how many other books are ranking for that keyword, and then it gives you a number, and then the higher that number, the better that keyword, and the easier it is to rank for that keyword. So anyway, I would highly recommend Helium 10. I have 2 coupon codes that you can use for it: Sarah Larson 10 for 10% off every month, and then Sarah Larson 50 for 50% off your first month. And Helium 10 also has a free version, so I'd highly recommend you at least try the free version first and see if it's something you're interested in. It is a great tool, and I would highly recommend it for anyone selling anything on Amazon. And now the last thing to assess is your niche. So this is actually something that I've realized with my books. I had like a really high peak during August, and then come September my book sales had lowered a lot, and this was something that obviously was pretty concerning to me. So like, I have definitely been in your shoes if that is something that you are struggling with, because I had created a whole bunch of composition books, and I was getting really excited that I was getting a whole ton of sales, and then after August ended, like my sales kind of plateaued, and I was really disappointed about that. But then I realized that that was because it was back to school season. So a large reason why I was getting so many sales was because the bulk of my books were composition books. And of course, with it being back to school season, a whole bunch of people were looking for composition books. So therefore that translated to a lot of sales for me. And of course my design and keywords were there, like my books were really good, but now the niche composition books, now that we're in like October, composition books definitely are not being purchased quite as often. There are still people buying composition books, just not as many as they would be in back to school season. So for me, it wasn't that my designs or keywords were lacking, it's because just the niche is not popular right now. Like right now we're in Q4, we've got Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, and the New Year, so those are the niches to be targeting. And right now my composition books will probably just kind of be on the lower end until we get back to school season, or maybe even another semester with my college ruled composition books, which that'll be interesting come December and January and whatnot. So I'm kind of curious if like my college ruled ones will go up by any chance. So basically, to sum up, when it comes to niches, if your designs and keywords look good and you know that your designs are pretty and that your keywords are low competition, high search volume, then maybe it's just the niche. Like oftentimes it's just the wrong time of year, or maybe the niche is less popular. If you're going after something super duper specific that less people would be looking for anyway, no matter the time of year, then it's just a less popular niche, and you might get some sales here and there, but it's just likely to be lower. And same thing with the time of year. Like for me, August is great for composition books, but now that we're on October, it's just not as great. So my sales will definitely go up next August, but in the meantime, I have to work on other niches depending on the time of the year. So that's kind of just the way it is. Low content books, the sales will ebb and flow throughout the year depending on holidays and just whatever is going on in the world. And that's why it's important to experiment with different niches at different times and just see what does well, and then figure out so you can create a better content calendar and know which books work better at which times of the year. And also, one thing I would love to recommend, this is something that I discovered recently. It is called Easy Pub Profits. It is a monthly guide that will tell you all the different niches that are popular for that month, as well as keywords. So that basically gets rid of like the whole niche research process for you, because they already did it. And it is honestly an amazing resource, and I'd highly recommend it. And you can check the link in the description to check it out for yourself. Anyway, quick breakdown. You want to assess your designs for all your books. You want to assess your keyword choices and you also want to assess the niches that you're targeting. And honestly, I think that those 3 things are the most important when it comes to determining why your books are getting sales, why they aren't getting sales. Also, I would like to mention, if you're having a hard time figuring out what it is, I do offer KDP audits. I take a look at your account, I take a look at your books, at the details for your books, at your analytics and everything, just to see where I think you can improve on. So if that's something you're interested, just reach out to me and we can chat. And now it's time for the encouragement part. No matter what stage you're in, again, if you have already gotten a bunch of sales and it went down, or if you haven't gotten a single sale yet, or if you've just gotten 2 or 3 and haven't seen sales since, we have all been there. No matter what stage you are in, I don't want you to stress, because this stage is not going to be your final stage. As the year goes on, your sales will ebb and flow. You'll probably get a really profitable time of the year, and maybe it'll be much less profitable. Regardless, that is normal. And if you haven't gotten a sale yet, I want you to keep working hard, keep bumping out books, keep experimenting. In my opinion, a lot of KDP's success comes down to a good balance between quality and quantity, especially when you're first starting out. Like, quality is definitely, like, make sure all your books look good, make sure everything checks out. But obviously, the more that you keep putting out, if all of your books are making $1 a day, then the number of books that you have will determine how many dollars a day you're making. So I do think quantity does kind of play into it, especially if you are still experimenting. And when you're first starting out, you want to play with a lot of different things, play with a lot of different niches and see what works best for you. I don't want you to like spend a million hours on like 5 books. I want you to focus more on creating good books and just create a bunch of them in different niches, and then just kind of see what works best for you. Experiment with different designs, different keywords, different niches, all sorts of things until you get your sales, because you are going to get your sales, whether it has to do with the time of year or just your designs and keywords. Just keep experimenting. This stage that you're at, it is going to pass, whether it requires you to improve on something or just as the year goes by, your books will start improving. Basically, wherever you are at right now, it is normal. Do not fret, because if you keep working hard and keep pumping out more books, then things will get so much better, I promise. It is a fact now that Amazon is a bit more saturated, so it is more difficult to make sales, like, to be perfectly honest. But if you keep experimenting, keep researching, keep finding the right niches, the perfect designs, the best, least competitive keywords, then you will succeed. So honestly, like, just don't give up. No matter what stage you're at, it is going to pass and it is going to get so much better. And sometimes it might ebb and flow, but that is normal. No matter where you're at, keep working hard, keep creating, do not stop. You will be making sales soon, whether you haven't gotten any or whether it's just sparse and you want more. It will happen, and I promise, if you don't give up and you keep working hard and keep experimenting, it'll happen for you. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this video has helped you learn a little something and figure out what you can do to improve your sales, and at the very least, just help you be more confident that your sales will get better, because they will, I promise. So keep working hard, you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I would super duper appreciate it. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your day. Bye!